Hello everyone. How y'all doing today? I am Queen Lily and I have a show for you all. The last show we were discussing Donald Trump and only Donald Trump, but today we're going to be discussing Donald Trump and VP Kamala Harris. How about that? Both of them. Is that okay with you all? So that's what we're going to be discussing today. We got a lot to cover. Yes. Again, I am Queen Lily. We're going to get this party started. Y'all ready to get this party started? I am, because hey, we have had a week last week, and Monday started a new day, a new week. Yes, a new day, a new week. That's what we have. Yes. So, as you guys know, a vast majority of YouTube feel that the election was stolen. That's the main talk right now. If you're watching TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, YouTube, we all feel that the election was stolen from VP Kamala Harris. So I got my ball cap on and I got my hair up in a ponytail because I'm ready for you. I am ready for you because, honey, who gonna believe Donald Trump that has been cheating all his life, cheated through school, cheated through college, had his sister, to do all his homework, had someone allegedly to take his SATs for him. Why would he not cheat? And Elon Musk, the devil in red, the devil in a red dress. Hey, what's up, Queen Vera? What's up, Queen? I'm fired up today. Yes, I got my ball cap on. You know how we do. We get ready to battle. Come on, bring it. We got a ball cap on with my hair up in a ponytail. Something about this dude I understand. Something that could have made it a real man. Donald Trump would never be a real man. He always going to be a whiny little boy that he has always been. And Elon Musk has digged a hole for him. Donald Trump is going to prison, y'all. And that's why VP Kamala Harris ain't saying nothing. But the AOC, she left something on her social media, and I'm going to play it today. The AOC, yes, honey, she left something. Hello, what's up, King Hill? I salute you. I salute you, Queen Vera. What is good? Hey, I'm ready for war today. You got a battle. You pull your hair out. You put that ball cap on, and you put them deuces up because you're ready, all right? I'm ready up in here. Hit that like button. We got a lot to talk about. What's up, Ruben Garcia? I love you, baby. What's up, King? What's up, Juju, Bunny B? How you doing? We got it. Well, you know how we do it. I got my Vaseline on my hands. My hands all greased up. Y'all know how you put your hair up on a ponytail, put that ball cap on. We ready. We is ready. I know Ruben Garcia ready. You ready? Thank you, baby. Thank you. We ready for the war that's coming because, honey, I'm ready. I am so ready. We ready, honey, because Donald Trump has already put in the order to send away people. Well, your wife is an immigrant. And before she became a citizen here, which she should not be a citizen here, she was over here working. Elon Musk was working illegally, and he was not a citizen of this country. He is an immigrant as well. Pack your bags, Elon, because you need to go too. If they're going to just send away black and brown people, you better send away that white wife that got news all over the news in Russia. How about that, Donnie boy? Because your wife, honey, Putin did a number on your wife, honey. Putin put Melania Trump's news all over the news in Russia. Donnie boy, I thought you said you and Putin was cool. But see, we all knew Putin don't like you. You're just dumb enough to believe you're that special because you've been lied to all your life that something about you is special when you're dumb as a bag of rocks. You believed it. But we're going to get started with the program, y'all. And let me stop bumping my gums and show y'all what I got for y'all today. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can you hear me up in here? Can you hear me up in here? Let me know, please. They're going to notify people that I'm here. I usually go live at 5, but I had a lot to do today. So I couldn't go live as early as I wanted to. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Ruben, that's really baffling me. Elon, you're an immigrant. And you was in this country for the longest. working under false pretense because you were not a citizen and you started a business and everything, and you were not a citizen. You broke the law, Elon Musk. And Donald Trump, your wife, was not a citizen for the longest, and you helped to get her papers. It has been alleged illegally, and she was over here working when she was not a U.S. citizen, Donny boy. And tell the truth how you met Melania, because Putin ain't just putting those photos out there to entertain himself. He don't give a F about her. He knows she a hoe. Okay, let's get this party started. I'm gonna take a sip of water because I'm geared up today. I'm geared up. I see MAGA running up out of here. It ain't gonna bother me. I'm gonna keep going because I got a sermon for y'all today. Okay. Okay. November the 11th, Life under Trump, Part 3. So I'm gonna show y'all something, and this is from Occupy Democrats. And I got like so many videos I'm gonna show y'all, but I gotta try to show y'all the ones I think bullet points, my point that I'm trying to make today. Okay. So I'm gonna show y'all this, and put what you think about it in the chat. Also, if you are not a member or like my moderators, if you want me to read your comments, you will have to send me a super chat or a super sticker. Thank you. So we're going to watch this video, and this one is about Kamala Harris' team. And this is Occupy Democrats. Subscribe to their YouTube channel, okay? Just a moment, please.
Egyptian village holds the answer to modern hair loss. Hidden in the heart.
We're going to let this commercial go off, and I'm going to show y'all.
Where women in their 80s have hair as thick.
Breaking news today about a Harris fundraising email that raises the volume on a very small change that was made to a Kamala Harris website, signaling that the campaign might just be interested in saving democracy from the convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, and insurrectionist Donald Trump. It's almost 1 week after a shocking Trump victory, but facts keep stacking up that call the victory into question and make Donald Trump's track record of cheating the more distinct possibility. Facts like Tina Peters was sent to jail for breaching the software of Colorado voting machines and giving access to that data to other people. Facts like Trump's legal team was able to breach Georgia voting machines in 2021. Facts like voting data is showing a distinct correlation between the amount of undervotes Trump received in battleground states and his margin of victory in those states. Facts like Elon Musk's Starlink was used to transmit data from voting machines to tabulators. Facts like Elon Musk's Starlink satellites have now crashed down to Earth, almost like they contained evidence. And those are the more high-tech facts. How about simple little low-tech facts, like over 60 bomb scares were called into heavily Democratic precincts, but no bomb scares called into Republican precincts? And can we just dwell on that last one for a minute? The FBI knows as fact that those bomb scares to heavily Democratic precincts originated in Russia. And instead of complaining about election interference, Democrats at the top, like Merrick Garland and Joe Biden, are sitting around saying, "Those dirty, rotten scoundrels." Trump was screaming about election interference because of Saturday Night Live, threatening to pull the licenses of the broadcast networks and priming up to use the government as a retribution machine. And Democrats are frozen in place on acting on these things because they don't want to appear like Donald Trump. Okay, so first of all, you're never in a million years going to look like demented Donnie, who sees and lies about conspiracy theories anytime there's a microphone near him. And if there is one lesson you should have learned over the last 9 years, it's this. As soon as Republicans see that there is a legitimate course of action for Democrats to take, they start screaming bloody murder and accuse you of the very thing you are refraining from doing. Like, weaponizing the Justice Department. They accused Biden and Merrick Garland of doing just that. With our own 2 eyes, we saw Trump lead an insurrection. He should have been arrested on January 21st, but Merrick Garland wanted to protect the integrity of the Justice Department. So this is how you protect integrity, by allowing people to break the law and get away with it. You allowed the threat of Republican protests to prevent you from upholding the law. The lesson we learned here is to stop cowering in fear over Republican accusations. They're going to accuse you anyway. Democrats are out here begging for people to do something about election integrity, because we need more than just a recount. We need a forensic analysis of voting machines, but no one is doing anything about it. Until now. Mueller, she wrote, just tweeted that the Harris Victory Fund just sent out this email. $250. That is the donation we are asking you to make to the Harris Fight Fund program today. $250, because there are U.S. Senate and House races that are either too close to call or within the margin of recounts or certain legal challenges. $250, because we have to do what we can to win those critical races and defend the outcome of the ones we have won in court. $250, because it will all add up fast when you and others like you are united in making sure every vote is counted and every voter's voice is heard. And this email follows up on a small change that the Harris Victory Fund made to its website last week. Again, Mueller, she wrote, retweeted this headline: Harris fundraising fine print signals recount effort. The Harris Victory Fund, a joint fundraising committee that allows contributions to her campaign, the Democratic National Committee, and to state Democratic committees, quietly updated the information on its donations page on Wednesday morning. The donation page now says that a portion of money donated to the fund will be allocated to Harris for President's recount account, signaling that Kamala Harris's team is gearing up to watch the count of votes in contested states closely. This is a razor-thin race. We need your help to make sure every vote is counted, it says. The Harris campaign didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. And then Mueller, she wrote's comment is this: as I've been saying, I trust the Harris campaign and their lawyers. Mueller, she wrote, has a point. The person who was just cheated out of the presidency is a former prosecutor. She's not about to put up with criminal behavior. And as a prosecutor, she knows it's best to keep your cards close to your chest and not signal to the opposition what you're doing. Now, that doesn't mean we need to stay silent. It means just the
Hi,
opposite.
King Kevin.
We need to be creating the pressure that justifies this kind of investigation. We need to be hounding secretaries of states to do investigations. We need to be yelling at Merrick Garland to do his job and protect democracy. Because I'll tell you something, if Trump does follow through on his election promises, and let's face it, he won't because he never does, but if Trump did throw Merrick Garland in jail, I'm not so sure you'd see me outraged. Because as I have said, the facts add up quite simply. Tina Peters gained access to voting software. That access was easily shared with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is in contact with Russia. Russia knows a thing or two about hacking. And an Elon Musk data network was used to transmit voting data. That's just too many facts for Democrats to stay quiet and say, see, here's how the good guys act when they lose. I imagine that's not how Kamala Harris wants to go out. And if that's the case, she needs us to not only spread the facts, but shout like hell for an investigation. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.
You all subscribe to Occupy Democrats, please. I'm going to turn one of these lights off. Hold on. One moment. I got to turn one of these lights off because it affects me showing y'all
Or you can create
Hold
your
on.
own graphic. I use the
I'm gonna
shape
turn this light off.
composition
Hold on.
Just import any SVG file and set it as a shape mask.
Okay, I had to turn one of them off because
Next up,
it
we'll
just
keep
it
it moving
affects
with
me
the
showing y'all
hover
videos.
You can use it to animate any element.
One moment, please. I'm gonna show y'all something else I got for you. And this one is about Trump and MAGA. Yes, Trump and MAGA. I think Trump and MAGA trying to shadow ban my live tonight. I'm not going to worry about it because God told me if you build it, they will come. So I'm going to show y'all this video. Give me a moment. It has to load up. And I'm quite sure it's going to be a video. So I'm going to have to also. Okay, that's as far as this thing goes. Okay. Hold on, you guys.
This person says, I hope they get what they get everything they voted for, and I hope they're first in line. Wrong there. To receive it, all of it. Talking about the Trump supporters. I don't hope they get everything that they voted for, because if they get everything that they voted for, then so do we. If voting rights are attacked, then we are going to experience that as well. If bodily autonomy is attacked, then we're going to experience that as well. If marriage rights are attacked, then we're going to experience that as well. If the economy suffers, we are going to experience that as well. If the import industry suffers because of the tariffs, and thus it puts a strain on the export industry, we are going to get that as well. So while I don't hope that they get everything they voted for, I will say this: if and when they get what they voted for, I'm not going to shed a tear. I'm not going to feel sorry for them in the least bit. I'm not going to feel sorry for that gentleman. We saw a gentleman from Texas, a non-English speaking Hispanic immigrant in Texas, who's a Trump supporter, who voted for Trump. And then after the election, his kids went to go play with the kids across the street, another Trump supporting family, a white American-born Trump supporting family. And those people told those kids, no, you're not welcome here anymore. And Trump went, get out of here. And the dad made a TikTok about it. He said, I'm a Trump supporter. I voted for Trump. And this is how I'm being treated? Yeah, that's how you're being treated. They wanted your vote. They don't give a fuck about you as a human being. Or how about the black gentleman who made the TikTok with his Make America Great Again hat on, talking about how he can't believe how his fellow Trump supporters have been talking to him post-election.
MAGA family, I was on TikTok Live, and a fellow Trump supporter said that all he needed was my vote. I'll never be part of the MAGA family, and that I'm black, I'll never be accepted, but he just got my vote. Nah, that's crazy. Like, I love MAGA Nation, I love the MAGA family, and that breaks my heart that someone would speak to me like that right after the election, that all I was a vote. Nah, I love all you guys, and I know most of you MAGA family members are not racist.
He's
and I love you
dumb.
guys, and I'll keep repping MAGA Nation, Trump 2024, but that really broke my heart that some guy would say that. Extremely heartbroken.
Now, all I can do is take his word for it and assume that he's being sincere in his words. And if he's being sincere,
he's just stupid.
Words, then he really shouldn't be shocked. And yeah, I mean that. He shouldn't be shocked. That's what MAGA has been since the beginning. We've spotlighted it in post after post after post on all of the social media sites, in podcasts, in blog pieces, in articles, some folks on TV interviews. We have been telling you this is who they are. You don't get to be surprised now that they've turned out to be who we've been telling you they are for 10 years. Doesn't work like that. So while I hope that they don't get what they want so that we don't have to partake in the same suffering, I'm not going to shed a tear for any of these fucking clowns.
I agree. I'm not shedding a tear for any of them. Do I feel sorry for that black guy? No, you put yourself in that predicament. Donald Trump has told them out of his mouth how he actually feels about them. So why would you vote for this man? He stood at his rallies. He has been telling you since he ran for president in 2016 what he actually feels about the American people. Get your brains checked. It's nothing new. This man told you what he think about you. Ruben, we all been telling them. And they wasn't listening. I don't understand it. I know people that's very college educated black men that voted for him, military vets that voted for him, and I can't understand it. Now they all on TikTok complaining and whooping and crying that they got their loved ones gonna be sent back to. Some of them wasn't even born there, y'all, but they're gonna be sent to a country where they were not born. But you voted for him. And little black boy with a red hat on, you voted for this. The little black guy, young guy in the video, you voted for Donald Trump. So shut up. Any black man that's complaining right now, shut your mouth. A vast majority of black men voted for Kamala, but the ones that did not vote for VP Kamala Harris, we don't hear you. I feel no sympathy for that guy. But what I feel sympathy for is what I'm going to show y'all. Let me show that now because I forget. Hold on. And it's going to get worse, what I'm about to show y'all. I pray to God they didn't remove this video. In the name of Jesus, they didn't. Hold on. Hold on. I got to find the video. Lord, help me. Let me take a sip of water. Hold on.
Not necessarily white only, but a country that is clearly based on...
Hold on. Where is that video? Yeah, I was praying to God that I sent it to myself. I thought I did. Hold on. Please, God, don't tell me I didn't send that video to myself. Well, it was a video of a black man. This just happened. He got shot down since Donald Trump now going to be in the office in 2025. Because Donald Trump is going to give the police immunity where they will not be prosecuted for anything that they do. This cop, since Donny Boy, shot this black guy. He hadn't done anything. And the cop was lying, said that the boy had a gun. The young man did not have a gun at all. He was trying to get in the vehicle with his mom because he needed to go to the emergency room. And he was telling the police officer that his mom is about to take him to the emergency room. The cop shot him and lied and said, he got a gun, he got a gun. He didn't have his hands in his pockets or anything. The young boy, like, I do not have a gun. He landed on the ground bloody. I do not have a gun. And the cop like, I'm sorry. God, let me find that video. I could have swore I sent that. No, wait a minute. If it ain't, it's got to be my story then. Let me see. I'm going to find that video. Here it is. This is what I'm talking about. Trump, you caused this. Donald Trump is the problem.
She's taking me in the hospital. You got a gun.
He don't even have a gun, y'all.
I don't have a gun.
See, that's just in my story. I think it wouldn't allow me to put it in my to send it to myself. That is what your reality is, black men. And any black person, brown, black, that is your reality right now. And Trump ain't even sitting in there yet. But because he sounded the alarm to his people, this is what your reality is going to be. And it already has started. They already put out about the deportation. And the states that do not like black and brown people, they already starting it already. And they haven't even got in office yet. That's what's messed up about it. They're not even in office yet. America has a problem. It's not black and brown people. It's not. And let me tell you something, what I know about this election, because everybody else that won in Kentucky were Democrats. We finally got a black Democratic. It flipped that we got a black Supreme Court justice in Kentucky now, and she scored majorly big. Pamela Goodwines, she scored big. And all the rest of them won Democrat. How did they get up there and put a They didn't put a Republican on their ticket because I'm guaranteed they voted straight Democrat down like everybody else. But Donald Trump won Kentucky. Be for real. Are y'all kidding me? There's no way. That's not reality. And us Americans know it. And we're going to keep sounding our horns until Joe Biden wake his tail up and you do something. I've been tagging Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They need to do something, especially when I saw that video of that white cop shot that boy down and he didn't have a gun or anything. He just shot him down and lied like he had a gun. And then when he knew he couldn't go on with that lie, he started hollering, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He did that because he depended on Donald Trump to be sitting in that Oval Office. Joe Biden, wake your tail up because us American people, we're not going to accept it. Black and brown people are not accepting this. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. Right now, black women are heated. I'm only for the ones that voted for Kamala Harris. If you didn't vote for Kamala Harris, I don't hear you. I don't see you. It's that simple. But I know and I disagree with wrong. I don't care what color you are. I disagree with wrong. And what that cop did was wrong. And what is happening to this nation is 100% wrong. Hold on, you guys. Sorry. I'm going to show y'all this because this is like a different view of what the white man was talking about.
White-only country. Not necessarily white-only, but a country that is clearly based on a European model in which whites will basically remain the overwhelming majority in perpetuity. Okay, how do you achieve that? Well, that's an excellent question. Donald Trump has got some first good steps in mind. What happens with Asians? What happens with African Americans? What happens with Latinos? What happens to my You presented me with a very limited view of the United States.
Hey, Queen Lady Benet, I love you.
Reduce my people to a minority. You want more power for Latinos. That comes at the expense of my people's power. We're 17% of the population, right, and we only have 3 senators. So therefore, we don't have the political representation that we deserve. And you want more and more and more. Of course, because we only have 3 senators. How much political? At this point, 14 senators. And 50 years from now, how many would you like? Let's talk about 50 years from now. In 2044, yes, white, non-Hispanics will become a minority. Yes. Is that what you're afraid of? Mr. Ramos, it's fantastic for you, for my people to lose power and become a minority. That's fantastic for you. How does it feel for because me? Because it is our country. Our country. It is our country. Don't you think we both have the same rights in this country? I think that despite this nonsense in the Declaration about anybody being anyone, white people, you don't think we are all created equal? No. What you want to do is change this country into an entire nation in which white people become refugees in their own land. So if your vision comes through, you don't want to live alongside Mexicans. Now, why is it wrong for me not to want my neighborhood to change? If my neighborhood is European, my neighborhood, they don't keep chickens in the backyard that crow at 3 in the morning. They don't. That's a complete stereotype. That's a complete stereotype. Yes, and stereotypes are all true. It's a racist stereotype. What you're saying? Oh, racist! Give me a break. White people, white people, we are all created equal. No.
And what I've learned, white America, if you call them racist, they will get mad. Why? You sitting there saying nobody else should be seen superior but white people. That is racist. What else could it be? You're never going to convince black people or brown people to think that way. Because when we think of others, we're doing a godly thing. We never sit and just think of one race. No. Because the love of God teaches you to think about everybody. Everybody. Hold on, please. One moment. Just a moment, you all. Thank you. I'm going to tell y'all something that has been happening. MAGA are coming, because I never have time to go in and comment on here. MAGA will comment on my stuff. And when I reply, I don't say anything racist or anything. What I said yesterday was Donald Trump cheated. Kamala Harris won. So what they do, they go and report my comments when they comment on my stuff and say I'm harassing and bullying them. And I have not done that. So then I get a message from YouTube saying I'm harassing, bullying somebody. And I haven't said not anything that's harassing or bullying. So what they doing now is now shadow banning my video. But I ain't gonna let it upset me. I'm gonna keep going. Thank each and every last one of y'all for coming to my live. Thank you. Hold on, please. Give me a moment. I'm just waiting on the videos to open, okay? I would not be shut up. I would not be told I can't do this anymore. It's not happening. So I'm gonna show y'all this right quick, then I'm gonna get to the main video.
That AOC posted last night. I woke up this morning and saw it, and I was like, here's a clip.
I've been getting a lot of questions to this effect. What's the game plan? What do we do? What's the deal? And what happened is so massive that it's going to take just a second. It's coming, but it's going to take a second to share.
So yeah, I just think we just got to stay tuned and wait and let this shit play out. I think over the next few weeks, we're definitely going to be hearing a lot more. We just got to wait and see what happens next. But yeah, I'm telling you, I don't think any of us are wrong. You know, us on this side of TikTok right now, I don't think we're wrong. So let's just stay tuned.
So now I'm gonna go and show y'all her video, her actually saying those words. She give a little bit more information than this guy, but it's okay. It's okay.
I've been getting a lot of questions to this effect. What's the game plan? What do we
This
do?
is from her actual TikTok. I went to her TikTok.
And what happened?
Thank you for the blue
so
hearts.
That it's going to take just a second. It's coming, but it's going to take a second to share. I would say personally, as I'm thinking about this, I'm going to be doing a lot more direct communication. So I think I'll be planning on using my email list to give a lot more thorough and specific things about what's on my mind and how to prepare for things. But again, that's not just a shameless plug. I do have the link here, but my recommendation is to join and enter community right now, whether it is church or your knitting circle or mosque or temple, or whether it is joining here in New York City DSA, or Working Families Party, an interest group. Get into physical community.
I think it's a lot gonna happen, y'all. We just gonna have to be patient. And I don't have patience. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a person with a lot of patience. Hold on, okay? Just a moment. Give it a moment. It's opening up for me. Okay, I showed y'all this already. I didn't realize I showed y'all this one. Hold on. Because what I do, I end up sending it to my Instagram, then I send it to my email, and then I don't realize I have two of the same things. Yes, Ruben. Yes. Amen. Hold on.
At this point, I legitimately think that we are witnessing the biggest sting in American history. Because you cannot convince me that that woman is at home sad with hot cocoa. Can you imagine? This would be the biggest case, her biggest case ever, on top of potentially getting into that office as well. Let me back it up. Remember the national conventions? Remember how they let them go first, let them blow their wad on what they thought the platforms were going to be, and then they swapped it out? Remember that debate when she dog walked him across that stage in front of the nation? She knows how to lay the bait. She knows how to lay the trap, and she knows how to wait quietly in the shadows, ready to pounce. I'm beginning to think that they already saw this coming. I think she was quiet on Tuesday night because she was like, oh shit, they actually did it. I didn't think they actually took the bait. Okay, let them do it. Let them do it. Hold on. I got to look sad tomorrow. I got to look like I was up all night crying. Hannah. Okay, we're going to give a speech tomorrow. Hold on. I can't believe they did it. They actually took that bait. They walked right into it. You really think all the data that's been gathered recently, they've been releasing little crumbs for us, right? We already know that certain people have been looked into for ties to certain countries that other people are buddies with. You see what I'm saying? They already let us know that they've had an eye on this little circle over here happening. They just didn't say it like that. Let them take it. Let them take their masks off. Let them show their whole ass to the whole nation and expose the real deal while we sit back and gather data. Let the American people talk to each other and realize something is afoot. Even the Mad Hatter's tone is starting to shift a little bit. Have you noticed? And like I said in the video that this app doesn't want to really release, the one just before this one, I don't think when Starman said if he doesn't pull this off, he's effed, I don't think he was talking about his other legal troubles. I think he was talking about this, pulling this off. And yeah, if it didn't get pulled off, he was going to be majorly effed. And like I said in that other video, I believe that that statement is proof that he knew that it was not flawless. There was a very real chance that it would not go through undetected. This is a huge, delicate thing. This is not the sort of thing that you can just walk out and say, here's the plans that we caught. That's not enough. You got to catch them red-handed. You need to be able to go beyond the shadow of a doubt with the general American public. And yes, I know the core Mad Hatters will never let it go, but for anyone else, they'll be able to accept the proof that's presented to them. Anyway, that is my garden time fantasy for the evening. What are y'all thinking?
We're thinking the same thing. We're thinking the exact same thing that she's thinking. No doubt. Hold on, please. Gotta wait till it download on my iPad, okay? Then we're gonna continue. Elon Musk, he knows we know. Donald Trump knows that the American people know. Because y'all know Donald Trump would have bragged and bragged and bragged about winning this election. And even MAGA knows we know. They know we know. They know. This is going to be something wonderful in January. To think you're going to actually sit in the Oval Office and be in handcuffs. That's going to be beautiful. Come on, this thing is slow today. I don't know why it's slow today. It's weird. It's taking a little while to open up. Let me go on to something else. Hold on. Just a moment, you all. Thank you for being patient. I don't know if I showed this one yet. Let me see. Did I show this one yet? I can't remember.
I read a survey asking.
It's a commercial. As soon as the commercial goes off, I'm going to show y'all, okay?
All time. And to no surprise, Baccarat Rouge 540 was the clear winner.
So you know how Donald Trump and MAGA are always talking about how they're alpha? They're alpha. Well, Vladimir Putin is showing Donald Trump who the alpha is in that relationship, humiliating Donald Trump and Melania and putting them through this cruel humiliation ritual to show who controls who. So on the main Russian TV station, which is basically their version of Fox, which Vladimir Putin directly controls, they broadcast an entire segment showing Melania's nudes while the host started laughing and basically mocking mocking Melania and Donald Trump to the camera over and over again. I'm obviously not going to show the nude photographs here on YouTube, but I'll show you some screenshots of what it looked like, and you can just take a look right here what they were showing them, and the hosts couldn't contain their laughter as they looked in the camera. I'll talk about what it actually says while they were talking about Melania. It says, now that Melania Trump's husband has finally won, she is getting ready to come back to the White House for a second time. Here is how Melania looked in the year 2000. This is the cover of the magazine GQ. The future First Lady of the United States lies on top of furs in a negligee. Inside the magazine, Melania's sexy photos near a private plane and aboard the plane. In one of the shots, the model is wearing only her underwear, lying on a blue carpet with the U.S. seal, as though the editors of the men's magazine knew something in advance about the future of their model. The segment ended with music and a series of photos of Melania Trump, along with the voiceover, "What does my body, my choice really mean?" Obviously mocking America, mocking Melania Trump. You see this AI photo right here of Vladimir Putin walking Donald Trump right there. This is how it's being reported in international papers. 6 stunt Melania Trump's nude pics on Russian TV sparks outrage as state media broadcast photos after Donald wins re-election. I just want you to think about that. I mean, obviously, Vladimir Putin cannot do that to President Biden because Dr. Jill Biden didn't engage in that type of behavior. But just think about the message it sends. And Vladimir Putin does control that state-run TV, so that wouldn't be able to be broadcast without Vladimir Putin's approval and direction. Remember in 2018, though, when Melania confronted Vladimir Putin, or he confronted her for the very first time? Do you remember what her face looked like? Take a look at our friends who we work with over at Now This Impact, just to remind you of that very moment. You can see how terrified she is of him, as though he knows some secrets about her. Here, watch this. Should also be noted that as Vladimir Putin is establishing his dominance over Donald Trump and mocking the United States, which frankly didn't occur when President Biden was in office.
Thank you, Juju, and second comment. Thank you.
Brian Lanza gave an interview where he said the following: Crimea is gone, he says. The senior Trump advisor says Ukraine needs to have realistic war aims and basically turn over its land to Vladimir Putin. Now, the Trump administration now said, well, we didn't really agree with what he's saying right there, but he's a senior advisor to Donald Trump. You can hear in his own words what he says. I will play it for you. Play this clip.
Zelensky, for example, he says his goal is to get Crimea back. Well, that's not the goal of the United States, and that's not the goal of the European nation states. We learned that in 2014, that when Putin invaded Crimea, Europe did nothing. And so now when Zelensky says, we will only stop this fighting, there will only be peace once Crimea is returned, we've got news for President Zelensky. Crimea is gone. And if that is your priority of getting Crimea back and having American soldiers fight to get Crimea back, you're on your own. That is not the priority of America. But the priority of America is peace and to stop the killing.
I mean, you heard him say Crimea is gone. And by the way, this is at the same time that Don Jr., Donald Trump's son, also a senior advisor who's going to be running things at the White House, posted this on his Instagram story. POV, point of view, you're 30 days from losing your allowance, Zelensky. And it's a bunch of images that zoom in on Zelensky, and Zelensky's face looks scared in the video while money flies all over Zelensky's face. Here's the article as reported in the Kyiv Independent, one of their top newspapers in Kyiv. Trump Jr.
I just want to show y'all that about Melania. Let me show y'all something else, okay? Hold on one moment. Thank you. Hold on. It's a commercial. When the commercial goes off, then we're gonna get to the goods.
You guys got to see this. Okay, no filters or nothing, remember? Okay, it's white.
Oh, look at all you proud Trump voters sitting there like you just discovered fire or basic literacy. But you backed a guy who could barely finish a sentence. But hey, neither can you. It's like the blind leading the blind, except the blind here are all wearing MAGA hats and screaming about fake news. A man who's on his third wife, pay off a porn star, and dodges taxes like it's a sport. That's your role model. That's the guy you want your kids to look up to. Remember, Johnny, it's not lying if you just refuse to admit the truth. Parenting level genius. And don't even get me started on values. Do you remember January 6th? Yeah, your little cosplay revolution. You stormed the
Thank you,
Capitol
second
like it was
comment.
the final boss in a video game. All while your fearless leader was watching from his golden throne, probably tweeting with one hand and eating a cheeseburger with the other. He didn't join you. He didn't lead you. He let you do all the dirty work while he sat back and laughed. You weren't patriots. You were pawns in his ego trip. And Roe versus Wade, oh, you're proud of that, aren't you? You cheered while your daughters lost their rights. But we're pro-life, you scream. Yeah, right up until the baby's born. Then it's good luck, kid. Hope you enjoy growing up in a country where a reality TV star sets the moral standards. You're not pro-life. You're pro-control. And you gave it to a man who's closer to Jeffrey Epstein than any of us are comfortable acknowledging. Yeah, that's your guy. I barely knew him with photos and flight logs, and now recording that tell a very different story. And you still have the audacity to act like you're on some moral high ground. You supported a man found liable for sexual assault, a man who brags about grabbing women like it's sport. That's your hero. That's the guy you want shaping the future. Hey, little Timmy, respect women. Unless you're rich, then just go grab him by the... Oh, and now you're out here buying his shoes and his Bibles like that's going to get you closer to the promised land. Meanwhile, you're out here in the streets screaming that someone else is eating the pets, but look at yourselves. You've already swallowed every ounce of dignity and common sense, but we're owning the libs. Oh, you're owning something, all right, your own self-respect. You're like a cult, but instead of drinking Kool-Aid, you're chewing up every ridiculous conspiracy and calling it patriotism. And you really think he's your savior? You act like he's your best friend. Newsflash, the only person Trump is friends with is Trump. You're not even his backup plan. He'd throw you under the bus faster than he'd sign another shady real estate deal. But here you are, defending him like he's the second coming of Lincoln, while he's out here playing golf and chumming it up with dictators and Epstein wannabes. So let's be real. Trump just didn't con you, he branded you. You're walking around like a billboard, one of the biggest grifts in American history. You're not just drinking the Kool-Aid, you're bathing in it, bottling it, and selling it at your church potluck. Congratulations, you become a product of the ultimate scam, and you don't even get a commission. Here's to you, Trump voters. The only thing bigger than his lies is your blind loyalty. You're not just Marx and the cons. You're the ones funding it, chairing it, and somehow still thinking you're winning. Spoiler alert, you're not.
If you eat a banana once a week and can't lose at least 2.2 pounds doing that,
He
you're
say
eating it the
that?
wrong way. And
Oh,
I
he
say this
said
because
that.
I didn't know how to eat a banana correctly either.
He
After
said
I
that, and he
discovered there's a
did
correct
that.
way to eat this fruit to lose.
Trump don't care about them. And I want y'all to follow this young lady. Her name is Lady G. And this may be a little something different that I don't normally have on my channel, but I'm going to let y'all see it. Hold on.
I want to ask, what is Kamala Harris up to today? Let's see if the cards will tell us. What is Kamala Harris up to today? I feel her focused, determined, sober.
This was posted today.
So let's see. First card out. It's about the burden. The reading is about the burden. Okay. Being weighed down with this. Okay. Not down, but not out. Okay. It's feeling like this is just very, very heavy energy,
to have to deal with. Okay. So, of course, the first thing is about the steel. The energy on it is about the steel, the attempted steal. All the stuff they're holding on to and what they're missing. Okay. So looking at all of these things, the Seven of Swords, the steel, they're looking as if they're trying to get away with it. Oh no, they're not getting away with it. She sees what's left. She sees what they're carrying, what they're trying to look out for. Okay. So today we have the Six of Pentacles with the payoffs. Okay, the balance, the payoffs. Who's gotten what, who's doing what. Okay. The challenge is new truth. The truth. Getting to the bottom of it. People think that she just walked away and no,
Amen, Lady Monet,
Actively
Queen.
looking for the
Amen.
truth. With the outcome of new things happening. Okay, empty cup. They want to find out the truth, the fallacy of it. Okay. So again, it's the cup and looking to see what's there. Now, underneath of it, it was the One of Swords and the One of Cups. Somebody was asking me, and the Six of Coins. People were asking me to tell them what the card is because they're out walking. So underneath of it, we have the Ten of Swords. You know, all of this nonsense raining down, trying to look at every aspect coming in about it. We've got the Eight of Swords, where things got tied up. Okay, so again, it's looking for the truth of all of this. And there are so many aspects to this that have to be shushed out. When it comes to King of Coins, you know, the Trumpian saga, those behind it of wealth and power. So who all was involved with it? The Page of Cups. Okay, so it's about the way this is hitting people emotionally, and also this is the one that many times the stinky fish. Okay, something's rotten in Denmark with this. So looking into this, okay, because people are, you know, looking, they're wanting to look to heaven. They want to look for something higher. This has come in and it's really shaken some of their faith. Okay. And of course, underneath of it all is my card for Trump, the star, you know, the one that's going to protect all the women. Yeah, that guy. So she is on the case. She is on the case, and they are looking at every aspect of it, how they tried to tie things up, you know, when it came to her and her votes, etc. All the stuff that's raining down. Now, when I see these things raining down, it's coming from what? It's coming from the sky. Okay. Elon Musk's stuff. So they're looking into that as well. So she is hot on the job. Okay, she is hot on the job. So as long as we're doing that, let's look at Trumpenstein.
Well, we'll watch a little bit of that. Hold on.
What's going on with Trumpenstein today? Now, yesterday I was getting, you know, that he's in there, and I just feel like like a big blob sitting there and come kiss the ring, and people trying to jockey for positions in his so-called administration that's going to come in. Yeah, pitting everybody against each other to see who can kiss his ring the best. But the reading is about, 10 of coins. Why is that not surprising? It's still about his administration, what he can get, how he can line his coffers, etc. That's what I get with that today. Looking at every little coin that he can eke out of this as well. I'm feeling a lot with Saudis and stuff as well. Okay. So he's on about the take today, what he can get from whom. Yeah, the energy is about new information, the One of Swords, okay, trying to put out something new. Yeah. So what's going on today? We've got the Two of Swords, which is, seeing through a veil darkly, seeing through that for his dark machinations, okay? So that's it, if you're going to play, you got to play by my rules, okay? As I say, that's what he's putting out there. The challenge is Kamala, the Queen of Wands, her energy, okay? Still trying to overturn her. She is the challenge. She is not going away, okay? With his outcome of the World card, okay? So it's not only Kamala, but it is, what does she say? Master, is that how you say her name? I'm so bad with it. About the Five Eyes and all of the other ones looking into this. Okay. So underneath of it all, it's about the Death card, endings. Okay. Trying to keep that mask on, but it's not going to help you. No matter how much of a mask you want to wear, we know who's under there. Okay. So endings to what this, his cadre of people going out to fight, putting all of this drama out there. When it comes to the messages that he wants to put out there, messages about what he's going to do, his angst, his drama, and about also messages about daily life, monetary things, etc., and what is being built, what they're working on to build. Okay. But unfortunately for him, justice is just around the corner, justice card, because they are looking into all the things that they've been involved with, and he will have to, Eight of Cups, walk off into the sunset because of his history, okay? That the light is being shed on it by investigations, and then there will be judgment for what? The devil, his evil deeds, and what he was selling, and the actions that he was behind to hang up and overturn the elections. Okay. So that's what's going on with Trump and what's going on underneath of it. He's trying to figure out who he can put in place, his most...
Have y'all not seen the people he have picked to be in his cabinet? Hey, Vonda, how you doing? Vonda says, Sally, this is what 71 million Americans voted for. Love you too. I love you too. I honestly don't believe we voted for that. Yes, MAGA voted for that. But it is so many votes. I helped with the election. And when I was putting in people's names that told me they voted already, it was saying they have not voted. When they actually sent me pictures with their sticker and everything. It's so many people that are calling and going online checking, and it is saying they have not voted. And there's somebody in this chat right now, because both of us worked with this for the election. And she can tell you it was saying that these people did not vote when they actually voted. And I showed a video yesterday that some of the votes were lost and found out on the street. Videos of it. So Vonda, he did not win. And the way those numbers was coming up on election night, Donald Trump would have never won the popular vote. There's no way in Jesus Christ's name he would have won that. No. He didn't win in 2016. He didn't win in 2020. And he would have never won all the swing states. Donald Trump won every swing state. Are you kidding me? That's not reality. And for the longest, us black women really thought it was so many black men that voted for Donald Trump. It was not. It was a small portion that voted for Donald Trump. Now, what's really hurting us Americans is that we're pointing the finger at who and what. But what if those people did vote for Kamala and Elon Musk, which owns Starlink? Starlink was used to tabulate. And that's how Donald Trump won. I'm going to play that video for you, Vonda, because I don't know if he was here yesterday. Let me take a sip of water, because I was going to get off of here in 1 hour, but it ain't going to be no 1 hour. Yesterday and today, because a girlfriend on here of mine is on here, MAGA was commenting on some of my videos and on my shorts. And I will reply to their comment. And I never said anything harassing or bullying. They kept reporting my stuff, and I was getting messages from YouTube saying that I'm harassing and bullying people. When I get harassed and bullied in my chat, and I don't harass and bully people. But because of that, they are now shadow banning my video when I'm used to, but I'm going to leave it in God's hands. But Vonda, you said, don't surprise me. It don't surprise me. So I'm going to show you something. It don't surprise me. Hold on, please. Donald Trump did not win. They cheated. And it was said from, what's that guy name? Oh, God. Joe Rogan, that Elon Musk, 4 hours before the election was over, he already knew Donald Trump was going to win. He said it. That Elon had a thing tabulating with his app and Donald Trump was going to win 4 hours before anybody else known. He owns Starlink. One moment, please. Hold on. Let me drink some water for this. A man that cheated with everything in his life, even cheated on all his wives. Come on now. We got to know better. We got to do better. And we must know better than that. Hold on, please. One moment.
I really debated whether or not I was going to sit here and talk about this. I thought about it long and hard yesterday. I know this is probably going to cause controversy, or this is going to cause whatever. And to be quite honest with you, I'd much rather lose and people know than not do anything and sit on it. Okay. This was brought to my attention yesterday from a friend of mine. His name is Mr. Wheezy, Mr. Wheezy 100, and he's an engineer. I'm not going to get into information about him, okay? And he brought this to my attention.
Hold on, y'all, because it's showing y'all in this short version. Hold on. One moment.
Hi, you guys. Look, I really debated whether or not I was going to sit here and talk about this. I thought about it long and hard yesterday. I know this is probably going to cause controversy, or this is going to cause whatever. And to be quite honest with you, I'd much rather lose and people know than not do anything and sit on it. Okay. This was brought to my attention yesterday from a friend of mine. His name is Mr. Wheezy, Mr. Wheezy 100, and he's an engineer. I'm not going to get into information about him, okay? And he brought this to my attention because, you know, he also understands that, you know, I have my CCIE. You know, I've been a programmer and a networker for the past almost 11 years, you know, for networking and computers and all those, you know, all those other things.
Thank you, Queen Vera.
It was brought to my attention, and I'm gonna, at the end of this video, make sure you watch the whole entire thing, please post it, boost it, because I'd rather lose whatever I need to in order to get the information out than to not say anything and sit on it, because I absolutely fucking refuse to be like this. This is a give back to my dad and, you know, everything that he went through.
True, Sonny. You're right, Sonny.
He sent me a video letting me know that California and other swing states were able to use Starlink in order to tally up and to count ballot votes or voting ballots in their state. Okay. There's a multitude of issues with that, and I'm going to explain to you why. And I will explain to you in layman's terms, because you have to understand when it comes to computer programming jargon, you guys are not going to understand what the flying F I'm fucking talking about, okay? So anything that you guys don't understand or you want more clarification from, please message me. I have no problems explaining it to you. With that being said, okay, you also have to understand that when it comes to Starlink, okay, Starlink is it's an IPv4, it's an IPv6. Basically what that means is that it's a specific satellite link-up system that sends signals to whatever it's hooked up to. Doesn't matter what it is, like a normal internet connection, right? With that being said, two things. Number one, why in the flying freaking flap, okay, were voting fucking ballot boxes or whatever, you know, the places where you go to fucking vote, why were they connected to the internet? There is absolutely zero reasons as to why those systems were connected to the internet. Those machines have absolutely no problem tallying up votes like they have done since the beginning of time. Now, all of a sudden, he wants to come in here and talk about, oh, well, I'm going to go ahead and help you because I know, you know, there's a lot more people voting and it's going to be difficult. This and that. There's not a lot of people that you volunteer to help. Blah, 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 blah. You know, let me help you to tally up the votes in order to be able to help you guys and make things easier for you. Oh, what a sweetheart you are. What a sweetheart you are. But for those of us who know the business, we're not dumb. Okay? So again, you have to understand that when it comes to Starlink, okay, Starlink is a tri-band Fi6 system. Okay, like I said before, it sends signals to whatever it's hooked up to and bounces back and forth, and this is not, you know what I'm saying? It's a basic system on a highly intelligent AI process system, right? And with that being said, it's amazing, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not going to take away the fact that this man is a genius, okay? And I will say that, but genius in a lot of ways. Again, with that being said, you also have to understand that when you are using a Linux operating system, which is what Starlink also is, okay? This is going to be difficult to explain, but I'll try the best that I can. When you are sending signals back and forth to expel or to read information, right? The information that's being read, it's not normal information. So in other words, it's not a normal internet connection. Like irregular internet connections, it's a broad span of all different types of fucking information. Doesn't matter what it is, what you're looking up, you know, 50,728 fucking things that come in and out of the fucking signal and processes it and allows it to bounce back and fucking tell you whatever fucking answer that you need, right? Okay, straight. Now, with Linux systems, there is no fucking way, unless you are processing different systems and different programming to the Linux BIOS in order to fucking bounce back the information that you're getting. In other words, the information that you're getting has to be the same repetitive fucking thing. So in other words, if you're gonna process this,
Vera,
you're going to
erase
tally up
Stephen
whatever,
Sparks'
right?
comment.
It's only going to
Vera,
process one
erase Stephen
specific
Sparks'
thing.
comment.
In other words, so let's say you're going to separate it, right?
Can you
Okay,
hear me,
we're
Vera?
we're only going to separate this system so that way it only
Stephen
reads
Sparks.
dem votes, or it only
Lady
reads,
Monet, give me a
Republican
moment.
votes,
I'm
or
gonna make
only
you a
reads,
moderator too,
Libertarian,
okay?
whatever, right? To separate each one in order to
Thank
count
you, Queen
things
Vera.
correctly, in order for that to be correct, right? No. You have to understand, Linux systems do not work that way. It is a 4x4 minim system that only fucking works bilateral based on what information it's fed. One thing to bounce back. So if you're counting something, it can't separate them. Is this making sense for you?
It can't separate the votes.
What it's counting. So with that being said, he would have had to separate his processing system. He would have had to have sent 3 different types of gens. Gens are different operating systems that separate between
Erase. Just go ahead and erase Stephen. Block his comment and take him out of here. I don't want him over here anymore.
With that being said,
he comes over here and harass, but then they'll say I'm harassing them, and I don't even bother them. I don't even know those people.
Right? Sure. Okay, that's fine.
Go ahead and remove Stephen Sparks, Vera.
The whole entire time that
block him and remove him. Remove his comments and get rid of him. Because next they'll lie and say I'm harassing him, and I don't even know him.
It doesn't split. So how in the fuck were you counting things correctly?
And then block him, Queen.
When you weren't even able to separate.
Next he'll lie on me, and I don't have the energy for that silliness.
Is this making sense to anybody? No, maybe I don't, bro. I'm fucking telling you. And not only that, this is why the numbers
report
don't
me
make
for
sense.
what?
This is why the numbers don't make sense. And the reason why I'm going to tell you
block
that is
him, Vera.
First of all, you had guaranteed states
I'm gonna
that
do
were
it. Hold
going
on.
to turn blue and didn't.
Because I'm not gonna put up with that.
Then you have millions of fucking, things that are missing. Now you have fucking people that are all over the fucking United States that are looking up their things and are stating that they were not fucking received or processed. Do you fucking get what I'm saying here? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Because this right here is bullshit.
You could have put him in timeout or hide him. You could have hid him like I did, Vera. But don't worry about it. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you.
You cannot splice your own networking system to do what it's not designed to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you don't, again, message me and I'll explain it to you even further. I only have a couple more minutes. I want to play this video for you. If I don't have enough time to play the whole thing, I will repost it or I will send it to you my fucking self. And not, like I said, and then the places that he sent Starlink to were only to swing states. Man, come the fuck on, bro. I'm going to play the video for you now. You guys fucking tell me how you feel about it. Please repost this and get it out. I don't give a fuck if I don't care. Share it with the fucking masses, bro. Fucking please. Because everybody deserves to know.
I'm going to figure out how to solve that. Hold on, Vera. Hold on, you guys. How do I fix that? I don't want to remove you as moderator. I'm trying to figure out how. Hold on. No, I don't want to remove you as moderator. Hold on. I was trying to figure out how to. I figured out, Vera, because I don't know how to figure it out. I'm gonna research more because I'm new to YouTube. I don't know all the stuff, but I'm gonna figure it out. Don't worry about it, Queen. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you too, Vonda. Vonda says New York said that they can't sentence him right now. So I don't know what's going on with that one. He'll probably get away with it. I'm not going to believe he's going to get away with it. I'm not going to speak that into existence, but I respect your opinion, Queen. Sam says, hello, lady. Are you married? I want to expose my personal life on here. And if y'all pay attention, certain days I wear a certain ring. So y'all got to pay attention. I learned not to reveal my personal life on here because MAGA. They already threatened to come to my home and unalive me. They threatened to RAPE me. One of them threatened to come and skeet on my face. There's just so many threats. I just made up in my mind to keep my personal life personal. And it's not being mean, okay? Let me see what it says.
What did I tell y'all?
Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all this because Wanda haven't seen it.
Me down. Y'all don't know me personally, but y'all will get to know me by the way I post. I post with a feeling. I post with facts. I post with knowledge. I go and research. And as I'm sitting my ass on this couch, what pops up?
Yep, November 26th.
Boston over here saying that they know something ain't right. Something is not right. The Secretary of the State is going on an investigation into insufficient ballots at polling spots in Boston. I'm telling y'all, I know something ain't right with this. I felt it. My spirit just isn't settled with this. If we was to
please hit the like button, everybody. Thank you.
Closely, I can accept that. But this election has too much bullshit written all over it. Boston, big up. Every other state, pull it together. We got work to do. Pull it together. I told y'all, listen, I'm not going to steer you wrong. If I'm wrong, I will admit it. I'm that big of a person. But I know when something in the back of my neck is tingling.
Look at old turkey neck.
What did I tell y'all?
Let me get back to the program. This next video is by Ray Connard. I can't remember what it's about because I saved so many videos, but we're gonna see, okay? Okay, I don't know what this is. God help me. I don't know what video this is, but
hello everyone who is out there watching me. I want to thank you very much for coming back to my channel. So I don't want to keep the channel too political because I've been leaning towards that recently. I want to go back towards YouTube travel, especially for the people who are going back to Colombia. But I will say this, as a person who voted for Harris, I said the democratic process, and if done from one fair and square, then that's what I have to accept. But I'm telling you, a lot of Latino men who have betrayed their people for a supposedly fake man, a fake Christian, basically fake everything.
Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you. Hit that like button, dear.
Don't want to listen to me.
Thank you, King.
Find out later on because a lot of you guys are young, and I'm telling you this: the MAGA crowd is not for Latinos. And the first Latino MAGA Trump supporter has already fallen. I'm going to show you a little video of what's going on. After this, I won't be making any more political videos. I actually want to go back to my YouTube travel channel. I'm trying to get away from the passport bro thing. There's a few things that I still want to talk about, but I'm going to go into, more things like cuisine, places to travel, new things to do, because everybody seems like they want to go to Medellin only, but Colombia is more than Medellin. You got Pasto, you have Mocoa, you have Tumaco, you have Villavicencio, you have Ginebra, you have a lot of places, okay? So just follow along and see what this is about, because this is going to be a lesson, and a big I told you so.
I'm giving you all the information that you need to learn and know, but some of you Latino Trump supporters just don't want to listen. This is what you get. That's a Cuban Trump supporter. What a fucking shocker. And his name is Angel Rodriguez. He lives in Texas. In a neighborhood, of course, full of Trumpers, because that's fucking Texas for you. And now he's making a public pleading and a video because his children are trying to play with the children across the street that are the children of Trump supporters. And the Trump supporters are not letting them play together. To the point where they threatened them, and one of them pulled a gun and started shooting in the middle of the air to scare the children off. But those are your friends. Those are your homies. Those are the Trump supporters that you love. You're in a community full of them, and you wanted to hang out with them and break bread with them. So if you want to vote for white supremacy and you want to support these people, then you have to deal with them not wanting you. You are roaches for raid. I've been telling you this for the past 2 fucking years, but none of you want to fucking listen. And now you're suffering. Go watch his video. It's in Spanish if you can understand it. Pero vayan y mírenlo. You just don't learn. None of you learn.
Acting up when it freezes.
The worst part is that you call them.
Sorry about that. When they start reporting my video, it starts acting up.
For you, that's racism for you. That's Donald Trump supporters for you. That's what you get. You created this. You made that comfy little bed for yourself. And now you're gonna fucking sit on it. Ahora te quedas ahí como buen pendejo que eres y te quedas ahí a dormir por chupatranca que eres. Lick on that one. Those are the bricks. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Que tenga buen día. Vote for white supremacy and you want to support these people.
Okay, I don't want to hear all that music, but you get what he's saying. That a lot of people that was Latinos that voted for Trump, now they suffering with the repercussions of voting for Donald Trump. It's not as nice as they thought it was gonna be. It's like a puddle of mud and they just stepped in it. Or should I say they stepped in a puddle? You know what I'm saying? So this is a video. Her name is Zakia Young. Official, subscribe to her. Official Zakia Young. Hold on, it ain't started yet. Hold on. Sam, I'm not going to lie down and let somebody walk on top of me. I don't do that. I've been a warrior all my life. You got to imagine. I was raped my entire childhood. Never knew my mom. She died when I was 5. My dad died when I was 12. He was blind. So my step male family and other men took advantage of me. And then when he died, I was on my own. I lived from place to place. I had a daughter. Raised my daughter by myself. Worked hard. Paid my own way to go to college. Well, first, when I got pregnant, I was in high school. Dropped out my last year. I was pregnant. Got my GED. Paid for my own way to go to college, to community college in my hometown. I didn't get any government money. Paid my own way to go to college. And I've been a ball of fire ever since then. I don't lay down and take anything. And I don't believe Kamala Harris is going to lay down and take it, Sam. What I know about my black women, no. Yes, she's half Indian and black, but her mother apparently was a fighter because she came over to this country at 19 and hung in there, got her doctorate, done a lot of amazing things. She was marching for civil rights. And Kamala would go with her mom as a small child, her mother and father. We don't lay down. We may get quiet, but we don't lay down. I go through life challenges even in my age that I am now, at 50 years old, but I don't lay down. I keep fighting. And if I believe in something, I keep fighting. I believe in VP Kamala Harris. I keep fighting. What do you mean, Joyce Williams? Yes, she did. Well, anyway, VP Kamala Harris, she's quiet right now. And remember, she's a prosecutor. Prosecutors keep fighting. And the blood from our ancestors, they was fighters. Harriet Tubman, hey, she freed the slaves. But everybody else want to take credit for it. We keep fighting. Black and brown people, they keep fighting. That's what I know about. To keep fighting. I believe in VP Kamala Harris. I do not believe she's going to leave us hanging. As much as people have been trying to contact her, oh no. She may hurt a little bit from this, but she's not going to give up. There's no way she's going to give up. 14 million votes unaccounted for. You think she's going to give up? At least thinking she may have a chance because 14 million votes are missing? No. She's playing chess, not checkers. Who's the smartest and the most educated out of Donald Trump and VP Kamala Harris? Of course she is. Donald Trump and Melania Trump and her husband, Doug Hefnoff. Who's the smartest and the most educated? You're dealing with two attorneys, VP Kamala Harris and Doug. They're both attorneys. They passed the bar, which Donald Trump put that lie out saying she never passed the bar. It is a flat out lie, y'all. But MAGA, even with, he knew that his people go out there and spread that lie. MAGA just spread that lie. They get in my chat, spreading that lie. I even showed them a picture of her father, a black man. Yet they still said she ain't black. She come from a black pity pat. He let off a black seed in her Indian mom. She black. Okay?
I'm still not at peace with the election results, and here's why. If we had record turnout, if we had so many new registrations for new voters, the numbers literally don't add up. And what I was thinking just now is, so when we see how powerful a black woman is, that in, what was it, did she have 3 months, maybe a little over 3 months, she could bring the country together? What is a fantastic way to destabilize that shit? Because if she is put in the office of president, then we're going to have more people working together, which means people will be making more money, quality of life is going to be better, and we're going to stop, we're going to stop just believing what the rich white men at the top say. So what do? You destabilize the election, you cheat. Because you know that a lot of Democrats.
That's true,
say,
Joyce.
hey,
thank you, Queen.
Happened. We're just going to accept it. No, y'all, we need to fight because something is not right here.
And
because
we know it.
You have black women understandably saying, hey, we're not going to do any more labor for you guys, which means that the very people that were healing the fractures in the fabric of this country.
Thank you so much, Queen Joyce Williams.
Who benefits from that? White billionaires. Also, we need to ask the questions that smart people ask. Like, wait a minute. You're saying there's record turnout. We're seeing these numbers at Trump's rallies versus VP Harris's rallies. All of a sudden, he's mad quiet. Why hasn't that dude been on like a press tour? Because usually we can't get that man to shut up, and yet crickets, crickets, crickets. Probably because he doesn't want to say too much so that we don't actually look into the election results. I just want us to hang in there and trust.
We are already looking.
Whatever is going to unfold over the next month, because it doesn't feel finished. It doesn't feel finished. And I'm seeing that people are being counted as not having voted when they did vote.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of mail-in ballots. It's not adding up. The best thing they could do is disenfranchise the women that were getting to the top levels in business, in government, in all of the industries. The best way to discourage black women from ever like taking a stand, because the only people
you're right, Queen in Arabia. You're right.
White rich men are afraid of black women because they know we get shit done. So what do? They try to disenfranchise us. I mean, this goes back to, look, when they made the black women tie up their hair, they thought that it would like make us look ugly or unattractive. But listen, okay, they could never. They keep trying to find ways to dim our shine, and we keep finding ways to keep shining. So while we take our break, while we indulge in necessary self-care, all of us, let's just remember the God we serve. Okay, and I'm not saying necessarily Christian God. I'm saying God, universe, whoever you believe in. Let's remember that there are forces at work that are seeing what we're seeing. And I want us to really start remembering who we are talking about. These are people who would...
That's one of my channels being reported, but it's okay. Hold on. I ain't going anywhere.
Their reporting is true. And here's the thing. I am not a governmental conspiracy theorist. Like, this is the first time that I'm really like looking at things differently. And I think that we need to question everything. Got it? Everything. Something is not adding up. And I think there's work being done behind the scenes that we don't know about yet. So y'all hang in there, hang tight. But especially to my younger black women, it is not over. They're scared because they know our power. And they wanted to discourage you from ever using your power. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. And y'all know that man has never met a microphone that he didn't like.
Yes, you're right.
Evidenced from that horrible video of him doing what to the microphone? During slavery, they strategically planted seeds of
Listen,
distrust
y'all.
between the enslaved people that were lighter skinned versus the enslaved people that were darker skinned. They also took away our drums so we wouldn't communicate with each other. So really, I want y'all to think about it because I think it might bring some peace, because it sure brought me peace when I realized this. If we weren't powerful, they would not be cheating and stealing this election. And the thing is, in elections past, they didn't really have to worry about Black people shifting the vote, not in my lifetime. So it's like, yeah, they were concerned about it in 2012 with President Obama because they were not, they were definitely surprised by how many people came out to support President Obama in the first election. Second election, they were more concerned. But really, y'all, it's because we're magnificent. They don't want us all talking to each other. They don't want us all working together, right?
And I'm gonna be honest, what she said, they do not want us all working together. Vonda, my friend that's on here, Lady Monet, I made her a moderator today. She goes through that too. The same thing you go through. She's not either light enough or she's not dark enough. I go through that too, but I'm not as light as y'all. I'm light skinned, but not that light. I think this is my opinion. I'm not putting my opinion off on y'all. Hold on. Let me turn on the do not disturb thing again because it goes off at 7 o'clock because I have it set. Bear with me. Hold on. And I shouldn't even be on, but hold on, y'all. Hold on. What I hate about what is happening, because right now, Black women, because we were the biggest voters for VP Kamala Harris, Black women are feeling like they've been let down and they don't want to be bothered. So, but what if those people actually did vote, y'all? Because a lot of votes are not accounted for. They said from 14,000 to not 14 million to 20,000 votes have not been accounted for. And they are causing a separation. Think about it. What if those people did vote and their votes was taken away? Because Lady Monet and I, we know we were checking votes and people that said they voted, they were not in the system as voted. And I won't tell y'all what company that we both worked for during the election, but that happened. And there's so many people on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever social media, they are showing proof. They're putting a proof up that their vote, and it says they didn't vote, but they actually voted. And this young lady, she showed her voter thing, and they sent it to her, but she sent to vote, and they put her thing back. So what she did, she tried to go vote again, but they told her she couldn't. It's so much that happened here in Atlanta, Georgia. The fact, it was all over the news. In the Black communities where there was Democrats gonna vote, there were bomb threats. And it's being said that's the time when they were switching everything. While nobody was in there, they were switching things over. Because they know those Black communities is gonna become Kamala Harris. And it happened in so many states. It's so much that has happened, and so many votes are missing. Why would they just let him have this? Lady Monet says, I know who definitely voted is showing them as not voting. She knows. I know. Queen Vonda says, I was purged. I felt like I could not help save America. It sucks. It really sucks. And because I'm speaking on it, I am being punished because MAGA has been reporting my channel. And I have not bullied them and I have not harassed them, but they said I am bullying and harassing them. I should have screenshot the message because Lady Monet, Queen Lady Monet, she knows who's on the phone together when it was happening. I was talking to her, telling her what is happening in that moment when it was happening. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna let that stress me. I'm still gonna get over here and do what I'm supposed to do. MAGA don't like me. I don't like MAGA. I do not hate MAGA because I cannot get to heaven hating. And I keep trying to tell them, hate is not going to get you to heaven. It's not. That ain't how it works in life. But let me see what else I got for y'all. Bonda says, absolutely true. Yes. MAGA get mad at me like I'm talking about them. I'm not talking about them. So they get in my chat and say crazy stuff to me and say, but they're bullying me, but they'll go report and say I'm bullying them. Jesus Christ. Fix it, Jesus. How am I bullying you when you're in my chat bullying me? I don't understand, Lord Jesus. Fix it. So this is Rosie and another lady. And I'm not really a tarot card reading person, but I listen to everybody. I don't listen to just one kind of thing. I listen to all kind of people on YouTube. I don't judge people's religions neither. I believe in Jesus Christ, but I can't. Now I'm not into witchcraft. Whatever you, when they trying to put roots and stuff. Now I know people that do it, and I try to stay away from them because once you tell me that, that scares me. Because you tell me you doing something to somebody has got on my phone twice and told me what they'll do to people. And I'm thinking, God, if she's saying she'll do that to them, she'll do it to me. So no, Now these people ain't talking about harming anybody. It's a commercial. Let it go off, y'all. Then we'll
create a complete book, complete with design, images, layout, everything, including the content. Literally.
I always believe you telling me some evil stuff you done to other people, you would do that to me. That's just my opinion. I don't want to meet you once you tell me that.
For now.
And
I'm gonna speed it up because I like Rosie, but she's a talker like me, and sometimes it can get a little bit on my nerves. Let me see. I think this is about where I need to let it play. I hope it is. Anyway. Come on, Rosie.
what you're saying is that there's a connection between Elon Musk and Russian military intelligence, aka GRU. So just to
I hope I
give
put it
more
in the
color
right
and
spot.
context to this, which is fascinating. Okay? All right.
So I'm sitting here and I just
Thank you, Joyce.
a couple guys from MAGA. And you know how when guys are about to fight and
She just talking. I ain't got to show y'all. I'm gonna just let it play because this lady's just talking. She ain't even showing her
just
face.
yelling, yeah, kind of, real laugh like that.
She'll talk, so be patient with her.
And it's like after the election, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Well, wait, we won." They're almost a little surprised they won, and they're kind of still going, "Yeah," but then you know how it kind of fades off. It's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah," but what that is, they're going. It's like a few days later now, and it's almost like they're coming out of just as much fog as we are in a way, because their fog is they're starting to feel this was a little too easy for us to win. What?
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. Okay.
To fight.
Can you put something in the chat what it was about, please? Just a little something to give me a hint.
Are trying to process that.
Is it about this?
Energy. Where
it's about this, Vera?
They
no, Queen Vonda, no.
They're not quite sure. So they're starting to feel the eeriness. That's what it is. The eeriness of how easy this is going for them.
Yeah, because some Trump supporters, they trust me, they like something ain't right neither.
So
I wish I would have saved that then. I'm gonna see what I could do. I'm gonna show it tomorrow then, Queen. Thank you. Is it on YouTube?
The new folding revolver by
It's a commercial,
manufacturing has been officially released today. No documents or
let me pause so I can ask Vera something.
Just see this video.
Vera, is it on YouTube? About Elon. Let me just put his name in and see if it'll come up. Hold on, everybody. Okay, Vera, put something in the chat. What is exactly is about, and I'm gonna see if I can find it on YouTube. Elon Musk. Joe Rogan. Well, we're gonna see if I can listen to this Joe Rogan. Hold on. I don't want to listen to that whole video of Joe Rogan. I just want Joe Rogan to talk about when he said that Elon Musk said that he knew 4 hours before the election ended that Trump won. Please, God, show me that part. Hold on. I'm trying to see if Vera put anything else in the chat. Elon Musk. Joe Rogan Experience episode. No, we ain't talking about Steve Jobs. I like Steve Jobs. Elon Musk joins Trump call with Ukraine's. Okay, I ain't talking about that. Joe Rogan. Bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to find this because I want y'all to hear him say about Elon Musk. Unless it's been removed because it was on TikTok. DL posted on IG this morning. Okay, DL Hughley. I can go to IG. Hold on. Thank you. DL Hughley. Come on, stupid thing. Bear with me, you guys. Was it in his story or on his actual page? Wait a minute, I'm looking. They're reporting my video. Hold on. Bear with me. Okay, I'm back. Y'all there? Okay. Is you talking about the Tesla video? I'm on his page now. Well, let's listen to this right here because I meant to show y'all this yesterday. I forgot to show. Hold on.
Not that they're not going to have to vote again.
Hold on. Let me start it over.
They don't have to vote this. All his supporters. Not that they're not going to have to vote again, but that they don't have to vote this time. That they don't need to vote for him this November.
My instruction, we don't need the votes. I have so many votes.
My instruction, we don't need the votes. I have so many votes. We said that on Thursday last week. And it turns out this is something, when you look, he says this all the time now. But
my instruction, we don't need the votes. I have so many votes.
We don't need votes. I tell my people, I don't need any votes. We got all the votes we need. I don't need votes. We don't need votes. We got more votes than anybody's ever had. You don't have to vote. Don't worry about voting. The voting, we got plenty of votes.
for all the surface level weird behavior and language and strange choices and incoherence and odd donors in the Republican campaign, the serious core at the heart of it is that they are not planning on the vote being counted as normal. They are not counting on the election results being tallied as normal. They are not counting on the vote. And in fact, Trump is now repeatedly saying the vote will not matter. He doesn't even want your vote.
Apple News update that I was getting off of CNN, and then I was texting people like Tulsi and JD Vance. I was getting a different apparently Elon created an app and he knew who won 4 hours before the results. So as the results were coming in, 4 hours before they called it, Dana White told me Elon was like, "I'm leaving. It's over. Donald won." He just fucking somehow or another.
I'm gonna go back into my pod and evaporate.
I don't know what he's getting, where he's pulling his data from, but he had like the most accurate data in terms of the rural states hadn't put the results in yet, but yet Trump was ahead in these states. Kamala's never going to win those states, so tabulated that and like put it all together. I don't know how he did it. But
yeah,
Dana. I haven't even talked to Elon about this. I don't know like the Dana translation, but Dana said he had an app and he was like showing him. He's like, "It's over." And he fucking left. Dude just left.
It's over. John Jones won.
Starlink.
He just fucking
left. He owns Starlink.
Not that they're not going to have to vote again, but that they don't have to vote this time.
Okay. And they think that we're making up stuff. I'm going to show you how this. Is this what you're talking about, Vera? I've seen this, but I'm going to play. Is this the one, Vera? Let me know.
This is the story of how
is
the
this
world's
it,
richest
Vera?
person, the owner of Tesla and X, bought the global town.
Okay, I've seen it, but I'm going to play it anyway, okay?
For using his immense wealth to help elect a convicted felon. April 14, 2022. Elon Musk makes an unsolicited offer to buy Twitter for $44 billion. He claims the site has become politically skewed and says, for Twitter to deserve public trust, it must be politically neutral. October 27th, the deal goes through. The next evening, a far-right conspiracy theorist breaks into the San Francisco home of Democrat House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, intending to kidnap her. Pelosi is away, but the man attacks her husband Paul, hitting him repeatedly on the head with a hammer. Paul Pelosi escapes with his life, but requires surgery for a fractured skull. While most people take the chance to decry political violence, the new owner of Twitter, Elon Musk, posts a tweet sharing an entirely false claim that Paul Pelosi was in fact injured in a drunken fight with a male prostitute with whom he was involved. Musk includes a link to a false claim on a website that has a history of publishing conspiracy theories, including a story asserting that Hillary Clinton is dead and has been replaced by a body double. Musk's post is retweeted 24,000 times before he deletes it. November 18th, Musk's Twitter starts to unlock previously banned accounts. Misogynist far-right influencer Andrew Tate was permanently banned from Twitter in 2017 after urging women to, quote, bear some responsibility for rape. Now he's back. Tate posts, I've decided to fly to the failed state of California, walk into Twitter HQ, and tell @Elon Musk he's a legend. On my way. 2 months later, Tate will be arrested in Romania on suspicion of human trafficking, rape, and forming an organized crime group. December 8th, 3 members of Twitter's Trust and Safety Council resign. In their resignation letter, they cite research that found slurs against Black Americans and gay men jumped 195% and 58% respectively since Musk's takeover. 3 days later, the remaining members of Twitter's Trust and Safety Council are dismissed. Musk then tweets that, quote, my pronouns are prosecute Fauci, a reference to a conspiracy theory that the COVID crisis was exacerbated by America's top infectious disease doctor.
And Donald Trump had COVID too. My daughter had the 19 as well, so it was real.
Twitter account that tracks the movement.
My daughter was really bad off sick.
Available data. Musk also bans the accounts of a number of journalists who have written about @ElonJet. February 12th, 2023. Ahead of the Super Bowl, both Musk and President Joe Biden tweet their support for the Philadelphia Eagles. Biden's tweet is seen 29 million times, Musk's just 9 million times. Incensed,
and he got
Musk
mad at Biden for that.
And calls an impromptu meeting of Twitter engineers at 2:36 a.m. Their job? To change the Twitter algorithm to artificially inflate the reach of Musk's tweets by a factor of 1,000, making him the preeminent presence on the site. July 23rd, Musk announces Twitter is now called X. August 25th, Donald Trump, once banned, returns to the platform by posting a picture of his mugshot from Fulton County Jail with the words, election interference, never surrender. Musk reposts the shot. 4 days later, X reverses Twitter's long-standing ban on paid political advertising. November 15th, in a post promoting the racist conspiracy theory that Jewish people are importing immigrants to America to fix elections for Democrats, one X user writes, Jewish communities have been pushing the exact kind of dialectical hatred against whites that they claim to want people to stop using against them. Musk replies saying, you have said the actual truth. In response, several advertisers, including Disney, Warner Brothers, and Comcast, paused their advertising on X. Musk then tells advertisers concerned by hate speech on the platform,
go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Is that clear?
Over subsequent months, Musk will become obsessed with the false claim that Democrats are allowing immigrants into America to create more Democratic voters, in effect, stealing the coming election, sharing the claim numerous times with his followers and pushing it to tens of millions more who choose not to follow him. A year later, it will be revealed that Musk, a South African immigrant, worked illegally in the US in the 1990s. November 25th, on X, Musk boosts the Pizzagate conspiracy theory, a long-debunked claim alleging high-profile Democrats ran a pedophile abuse ring from a Washington pizza restaurant. March 25th,
and people believe that because he put it out there.
A lawsuit against the Center for Countering Digital Hate.
He was the one that put all those lies out.
Hate speech after Musk bought Twitter. In his ruling, a U.S. district judge calls Musk's case vapid and says this case is about punishing the defendants for their speech. May 2024, Musk creates a political action committee which he calls America PAC. Its objective is to mobilize 1 million Republican voters in swing states in an effort to hand the election to Trump. Musk commits to putting tens of millions of dollars of his own money into the Get Out the Vote push and clears his calendar every Friday morning for 30 to 60 minutes to meet with the team he's assembled to run the effort. July 14th, Musk calls Trump on behalf of J.D. Vance, urging Trump to select Vance as his running mate. Vance says abortion is murder and insults.
Hold on, y'all. I'm going to let this play because my phone is about to go dead. I got to get my charger. So I'm going to sit it right here and it'll keep going.
Musk's phone call is part of a broad effort by Silicon Valley
Can y'all hear it?
to ensure Vance is selected.
I'll be right back.
The next day, Vance is unveiled as Trump's vice presidential candidate. September 6th, Trump says that if he wins, he will appoint Musk to head up a government efficiency commission.
And Elon, because he's not very busy, has agreed to head that task force.
The idea came from Musk. whose companies are currently facing at least 20 federal investigations. If he gets the role, it would give the world's richest man the power to regulate the regulators who hold sway over
I
his
forgot to
companies.
bring my
Last
charger
year alone,
back
his
in.
promised $3 billion across nearly
Hold
100
on.
different contracts.
Y'all can hear me? Let me know if you can hear
federal
me because I took the
agencies.
microphone
September
off.
9th, Musk spreads a conspiracy theory that
I'm gonna let it
immigrants in
sit there.
Ohio
Can
are
y'all
eating
hear
people's
it?
pets. The
Hold
following
on.
day, Trump repeats the slur during the presidential debate with Kamala Harris.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs.
The false claim leads to multiple bomb threats against the Springfield immigrant community. September 15th and 16th. Over a single weekend, Musk amplifies a conspiracy theory that ABC leaked sample debate questions to the Harris campaign, falsely claims that the Dems want to take your kids, further fuels racist lies about immigrants eating pets, shares with his nearly 200 million followers on X that Trump must win to, quote, preserve freedom and meritocracy in America, and insinuates that it is suspicious that no one is even trying to assassinate Biden and Kamala, adding a thinking face emoji. The U.S. Secret Service confirms that it is aware of the post. The White House issues a statement saying violence should only be condemned, never encouraged or joked about. This rhetoric is irresponsible. October 4th, Musk posts, unless Trump wins and we get rid of the mountain of smothering regulations that have nothing to do with safety, humanity will never reach Mars. This is existential. Musk is the owner of SpaceX and stands to make billions from U.S. government space contracts. October 5th, the user handle @America is taken from an X user and given by Musk to his America PAC. That evening, he joins the former president on stage in Pennsylvania, jumping about wildly.
Fight, 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 vote, vote, vote.
By now, he's moved with his senior team to a war room in a hotel in Pennsylvania to focus full-time on the Trump campaign. He speaks to Trump multiple times a week, is doing a series of pro-Trump town halls across the state, and has recruited lieutenants from his companies to join him. October 15th, legal filings from Musk's Political Action Committee show he has personally donated at least $75 million to the effort to re-elect Trump. October 18th, it's revealed that another Musk-funded group called Future Coalition PAC is targeting Muslim voters in Michigan and Jewish voters in Pennsylvania with diametrically opposed political advertisements about Kamala Harris. In areas with large Muslim populations, the group is painting Harris as a close friend of Israel and is suggesting that she's beholden to the beliefs of her Jewish husband. But in areas with large Jewish populations, the ads say Harris panders to Palestine. Simultaneously, Musk is offering $100 to any Pennsylvania voter who signs his online petition as part of an effort to build a list of likely Trump voters. He also starts giving away $1 million a day to a randomly chosen voter who signed the petition. October 19th, it's revealed that the Building America's Future PAC, another Musk-funded campaign group, is impersonating the Harris campaign by setting up a fake website containing fake policy positions, then sending out text messages driving voters to the fake site. October 24th, it's revealed that Musk gave his America
Yeah, I
PAC
saw it too.
$44 million
Queen Bond, I saw it as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep showing it.
25th, the Wall Street Journal reports that
But some
Musk
people
has
haven't
been in
seen it,
regular
Queen.
contact with Russian President Vladimir Putin since 2022. October 27th, Musk speaks at the now infamous Trump rally at Madison Square Garden, a gathering characterized by racism, misogyny, and threats of violence.
USA! USA!
Musk has posted more than 3,000 times on X in the last month, including dozens of unfounded claims about the election which have been viewed hundreds of millions of times. Apart from Trump himself, Musk is now the single biggest spreader of election disinformation. November 5th, Trump wins the presidential election. Elon Musk, a far-right conspiracy theorist, has succeeded in using his immense wealth to help swing the election in favor of a convicted felon.
I think that's the end. I'm not sure. That video, it gets a point across, but it's not telling what happened with Starlink. Starlink is owned by Elon Musk. And they use Starlink to tally the votes. And with satellites in the internet, you can go in and change things when you're a hacker. That's how they steal from the banks. When people do it electronically, not actually going in the bank. Elon Musk owns Starlink, so he can do what he wants to with it. But that doesn't mean he can't be prosecuted. And all those things in that last video does help Trump cheat. Yes. Elon Musk is advanced in what he knows. Donald Trump is not advanced. He's left behind with technology. So he has to have people that know technology very well to have him reelected. Because I honestly do not believe this man has won the election. I do not believe that all those people donated billions of dollars to VP Kamala Harris' campaign and did not vote for her. I do not believe that. And when you compare the two candidates' votes, VP Kamala Harris, I went to her rallies. I know the people was real. I showed y'all videos and pictures when I went to the rallies. Although MAGA was sitting around lying, saying that it was AI. Honey, it was not AI. It was a celebration at VP Kamala Harris rallies. I attended. That's how I got all these signs. Because I attended the rallies. I also helped with election to get people to vote and make sure that people that say they voted, that they voted. But a lot of them, it was saying they had not voted when they voted. Nobody has to lie about their vote did not count. That's why they was showing proof that their vote did not count. Okay, what did Sonny say? We got some people here that will figure out what he did. We already know what he did, but they need to hold him accountable. And Donald Trump has never been held accountable. Even his niece, Mary, said he has never been held accountable in his life. When he would do stuff to the family members, no one held him accountable. Now he's doing stuff to the world. No one held him accountable. Now he's penalizing people that was part of the other political party. He wants to have them crucified because they didn't believe in his crap and they will try to hold him accountable. Okay. I showed y'all the video the other night. Night before last night, I believe. Or was it last night? No, because I didn't go live. Did I go live? Yeah, I probably went live last night. I can't remember. I'm tired. This black guy, he's on the phone applying for a job, and they keep telling him he's a felon, so he can't get the job. So the fella says, well, we got somebody y'all done elected back in the White House with 34 felonies, and I ain't even got that many felonies, and you tell me I can't get a job? America's a laughingstock. Other countries, because people on Twitter from other countries, even on YouTube, are making fun of America right now. And y'all proud of Donald Trump? He has a sentencing date on the 26th, and they still going on with it. He ain't in the White House yet. He's not in the Oval Office. So they still going on with that. And I salute them for doing it. I do. I ain't worried about nobody else. I do. Now I wonder, did he steal the 2016 election? Hillary was my girl. I still like Hillary Clinton. I love Hillary Clinton. I like Martha Stewart more, but I love Hillary Clinton. So that really tore me. But this one right here, it hits really, really, really deep. Much deeper. This one is a lot painful. Because much as I love Hillary Clinton, I may post on Instagram and Facebook. Because I don't think I knew nothing about TikTok then. Because you know I'm older, so I didn't know about TikTok then if it was a TikTok. But with VP Kamala Harris, I was out trying to get people to vote. I was going to the rallies. Anything I could do, excuse me, to help VP Kamala Harris, I was doing it. So it hits a little differently. It does. Do me a favor, you all. Please tell people about my YouTube channel. Get them to watch, subscribe, and support me like you all, beautiful kings and queens, you all do. And I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have a hard fight, but we are warriors. And like I don't know if she ever read it, but On Instagram, I tagged VP Kamala Harris, and I told her she has a great, amazing tribe of women that we love her and we support her. She has an excellent tribe that's backing her. And I'm ready. I am so ready to battle for VP Kamala Harris. This election was stolen from her. This election was stolen from VP Kamala Harris. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming to my live. Where are the 14 to 20 million votes they can't find? Where are they? Elon Musk, where are the missing votes? You own Starlink. Starlink tallies the votes. Why was the internet hooked to the voting machines? It don't run off the internet. It didn't need the internet. Where are votes? Donald J. Trump, where are the missing votes? Where are the votes? Thank you so much. Where are the missing votes? So when I put my name in, it showed I vote. This is what I believe truly happened. If you early voted and you went in person and early voted, your vote counted. I early voted. The first day they said we could early vote, I'm that girl. October the 15th, I was late to receive my Lifetime Achievement Award from President Joe Biden. I was late, but I got there just in time to get my award. I had a award ceremony to attend, but it was early voting day. I did not care. I'm going to early vote. I believe in voting, and I believe in early voting so that I make sure my vote count. Because I know on election day how they play. They play in our face. I always early vote, and I always tell people to early vote so they do not play with your vote. So the people that early voted, that went in person, because some of the people that mailed in, they vote, did not get counted. Go in person and early vote. I always do. Hey, Joyce, Queen, early voting is the best thing because the early voters that went in person, their vote counted. And that's just where it may have stopped for VP Kamala Harris. So the people that went in and voted, a lot of their votes did not count. They waited till election day. If you have not checked to see if your vote counted, go online and see if your vote counted. Vera, if you know the website, put it in the chat because it's something, vote something. Let me see. I know it, but I can't remember because the system that I was working with, all we had to do is put the names in and it would show. Let me see, because somebody sent it to me, but hold on. Hold on, wait a minute, let's watch this, y'all.
Already have criminal records. If deporting them creates a mass deportation, I'm all for it.
But what if rounded up in all of that are people who work on a farm? If they're doing the jobs that Americans don't want to do, does that worry you?
That wouldn't be fair. Of course, they need to make sure that they don't throw away, they don't kick out, they don't deport people that are family oriented. If they let in hundreds of thousands,
well, honey, it's gonna happen. But you voted for Donald Trump, so hey, it is what it is, boo.
The room, and very rarely does it look like anyone who.
If you honestly think that MAGA, Make America Great Again, is a white racist slogan, then you're the racist. You're saying that blacks and Hispanics and other races that aren't white don't want to make America great again, and that is a judgment based on the color of someone's skin.
I'm traveling, so I didn't have access to my.
Look, I like him. Let's see what he's gonna say. I haven't seen this one. Hold on.
1776 that America hasn't been involved in. That's only 16 years. Around the middle of the 1800s, women were being institutionalized for having opinions like the one you just spouted on this app. So let's go ahead and remove some of those years. Don't worry, I'm sure you disagree with that, which in the late 1800s became something that you could actually be institutionalized for, was just disagreeing with a man, specifically your husband. So let's go ahead and remove that as well. Don't forget Jim Crow, which lasted till 1965, but they also started lobotomizing women, which means they would, scramble your brain a little bit with a little metal rod if you were a woman.
I'm going to tell you something. Also, what they did to black women, they were experimenting like they did Tuskegee experiment and was giving black people syphilis. The white people was purpose those doctors gave black people syphilis on purpose. Okay, what they were doing to black women, low-income black women, they would tell them they need to do some kind of that need to be done. And they were cutting out their organs to not produce babies anymore. And they was cutting out their clitoris too. They wasn't just doing it in Africa. They was doing it here too.
Board, but these are the only years since 1776 that America hasn't been involved in. That's only 16 years. Around the middle of the 1800s, women were being institutionalized for having opinions like the one you just spouted on this app. So let's go ahead and remove some of those years. Go.
Hold on.
If
Let's see what else going on. We're going to get off here, y'all. It's just that this is a deep discussion. Most of us is talking about it. We discussed it with some things. So it's being talked about everywhere. They talking, somebody posted about the Tuskegee, I don't know why I can't get that word right, homecoming, the mass shooting of black people. That's when black people had a town of wealth and whites got mad and went and set the whole town on fire, and they lied on a black guy and said that he touched a white woman when he did not. And they burned down the oh God, I can't say the word right for some reason. But I actually got to meet one of the women. She's still alive to this day. She's 110 years old. I think that's what it is, yeah. I took a photo with her and everything. Hold on, you guys. I got to find it. Let's see what Joe Biden's saying, because I'm going to whoop Joe Biden. Are you talking about Veterans Day? Happy Veterans Day to my daughter. She's a vet. She's a military vet. Yes, I'm old, and I owned it. I own it. Hold on. What is she talking about? I don't want to play something yet. I'm so tired, y'all. I apologize. Oh, is this today? VP Kamala Harris and Donald. I'm not. And Joe Biden was out today. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all this. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, because it's Veterans Day. Hold on, my people. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I'm going to show y'all this. Did y'all get to see what I was showing y'all about the VP Kamala Harris and Joe Biden? Hold on. Joe has a cold. All right, Joe, take your cough medicine now. I keep cough drops. Hall's cough drops. Yes, she does, Vera. Like these videos, there's some videos, they ain't talking about election. I'm telling you, I don't stop. If anything ain't about the election, I don't bother to watch it right now. Because I'm serious about this. I am serious about this election. Yes, it has passed, but we still own it. We ain't bowing down except in SHIT. Hold on, everybody. What that song said, hold on just a little while longer, one of those old spiritual hymns. Well, I can't find the other thing I was looking for. But, what is this about? Did I show this already? No, probably. I'm not going to show that. Hold on, everybody. Did I don't know. Yeah, I think I showed it already. But if I didn't, I'm gonna see. Let me see that I showed this.
Here's a delicious looking apple.
And we're gonna get off of here.
We boiled it for a few seconds to in the pesticide. Broccoli. The water just beads right off with just a few spreads.
In a breaking story,
Did I show y'all this?
the
I can't
Russian
remember.
state media
Okay, I did.
just reminded
I think I did
every
show y'all this.
evangelical and white Christian in America
Yeah, I
what
wouldn't
the
want to
word
watch.
hypocrite means
I think we saw
breaking
this.
story when it comes to Melania Trump and her, let's say,
Yeah, I
less
showed
than
y'all that.
clothed past. If you're not sure or don't quite remember, here, take a look at this.
Let's see.
Finish this sentence for me. Melania Trump is...
What happened? Hold on. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go out of here with this one because this is my boy, Black Boot Official. I love him. We're gonna go out with this one.
We thought that Trump was going to be this strong man, y'all, this powerful leader. He's not, y'all. He's just a biatch, y'all. Daddy Vladdy's out there putting pictures of Melania, nudies, all over state-run media.
Thank you.
All over the place. Just putting nudie pics of Donald Trump's wife all over state-run media. Now, I wonder why he'd be doing that, y'all. Pretty much to say that Donald Trump is my biatch, and I want the whole world to know that. I think that's why he's doing it. See, and Trump hadn't spoke out against it at all. Trump hadn't had anything to say. He's acting like he's scared of Daddy Vladdy. Like
he hadn't said nothing back to Putin. He hasn't.
Hadn't had a word to say about that. Also, while he's out there showing nudie pics of Donald Trump's wife to the world, he's also saying that Donald Trump ain't picking his cabinet members, that he is. And I got to thinking on it a little bit. Y'all using my brain bucket, getting up there and doing some rationalizing, trying to figure all this stuff out. You know, it turns out he's right. That is what he's doing. That's why that Donald Trump's picking people like RFK Jr. to head up the CDC, do away with the FDA. That way, Daddy Vladdy can create a bunch of really sick Americans here in the United States and poison us through our food supply, since we won't have nobody to check that out for us. You know, that's what Daddy Vladdy needs. That's why he needed Trump, his biatch, you know, right there. And also, whenever J.D. Vance said that unless the Twitters are allowed to go into Europe and brainwash half of their population like they've been doing here for 9 years, that we're going to pull out of the NATO, that we're going to pull out of NATO if Elon Musk and Twitters ain't allowed to go in there and allow Daddy Vladdy to brainwash Europe. And that's because J.D. Vance and Donald Trump are Daddy Vladdy's bitches, okay, is what it is. They're showing the whole world that. So I think we may have really effed up royally there. We probably should have listened to people that are smarter than us, which is 90% of the population probably. But we probably should have listened whenever they said that Donald Trump was Vladimir Putin's puppet. You remember when Hillary Clinton said that? Turns out he is, because, like I said, it appears that he's Daddy Vladdy's biatch. He's making it very, very apparent right now. Now, knowing that, if I was Joe Biden, what I would do is I would use that newfound authority that the Supreme Court gave me, and I would look at Donald Trump and J.D. Vance and Roger Stone and Steve Bannon and Michael Flynn and Peter Thiel, that whole group of people there, and I would say those people are national security threats. They're going to the gulags. Since that's what Donald Trump is wanting to use nowadays, is gulags. Since his attorney general says that he's going to put people in gulags, right? He's wanting Dana White as his Secretary of Defense, who knows absolutely nothing about the military or the world, for that matter. So obviously, that's who Daddy Vladdy wants. So before I would let that happen, I would use my newfound powers, and I would declare all of them a national security threat, put them in the gulags, and then start dropping big old fat boom booms on Moscow. See, I would go to war with Russia over this before I would wave the white flag.
I don't want us to go to war, so I'm gonna stop listening. Y'all just X that out. We're not trying to hear war.
Psychological warfare on this country, convincing stupid people to put him.
I don't want us to go to war. So disregard that what he said. I don't want war. I think the website is myvote.com. That's what it is. Thank you, beautiful. Myvote.org. That's what it is. Myvote.org. Thank you, Vera. Thank you. Disregard that because I don't want war. No. All of us gonna suffer if there's war. I don't care what race you are. We're all gonna suffer if it's war. We don't want that, okay? No. We do not want war. No matter what is said, we do not want war. I don't think I have anything else for you all. Let me see. What is this? I don't think I do. I'm a little sleepy. I ain't been getting much sleep lately. Now, I haven't even made up for my sleep when I was helping with the votes and everything. I still haven't. Oh, okay. I want to show y'all this. Look at this photo. This is reality. Putin and his puppet. What man gonna let another man put his wife nudes on the news? And Trump hasn't said anything back to Putin. Putin let Donald Trump know, I own you, blue eyes and blonde hair with your fat gut and orange face. Hold on. He let Donald Trump know, I own you and your wife. I own you. What is this? Okay. Oh, okay.
He told his supporters, not that they're not going to have to vote again, but that they don't have to vote this time. That they don't need to vote for him this November.
My instruction, we don't need the votes. I have so many votes.
My instruction, we don't need the votes. I have so many votes.
I remember when he said it. I played it on this channel too.
And it turns out this is something, when you look.
But I played the entire video on here.
My instruction, we don't need the votes. I have so many votes. We don't need votes. I tell my people, I don't need any votes. We got all the votes we need. I don't need votes. We don't need votes. We got more votes than anybody's ever had. You don't have to vote. Don't worry about voting. The voting, we got plenty of votes.
For all the surface level weird behavior and language and strange choices and incoherence and odd donors in the Republican campaign.
Thank you as well, Queen N.
The heart of it is that they are not planning on the vote being counted as normal. They are not counting on the election results being tallied as normal. They are not counting on the vote. And in fact, Trump is now repeatedly saying the vote will not matter. He doesn't even want your vote.
Apple News update that I was getting off of CNN, and then I was texting people like Tulsi and JD Vance. I was getting a different apparently Elon created an app and he knew who won 4 hours before the results. So as the results were coming in, 4 hours before they called it, Dana White told me, Elon was like, I'm leaving, it's over, Donald won. He just fucking somehow or another.
I'm gonna go back into my pod and evaporate.
I don't know what he's getting, where he's pulling his data from, but he had like the most accurate data in terms of the rural states hadn't put their results in yet, but yet Trump was ahead in these states. Kamala's never going to win those states, so tabulated that and like put it all together. I don't know how he did it. But
yeah,
Dana. I haven't even talked to Elon about this. I don't know, like the Dana.
Me neither. In Arabia, I do not, Queen. Like I don't trust. I always go and vote. I believe in early voting.
John Jones won. Just saying that.
He just fucking left.
Y'all, we're going to find out more because I showed y'all what the AOC said. We're going to find out more. I still will be coming on here no matter how hard MAGA is trying to take me down. They're trying to have my channel removed. I'm still going to come on because I believe in God. My faith is in God. My faith is not in man. It's not in anyone but God. So I'm still going to come on here and go live. And I'm just going to go through the storm or whatever may come. And God may make it was a beautiful storm and something beautiful come out of this. I will not weep. I will keep going. I will be live tomorrow at 5 o'clock. You can count on that. Okay? Hey, Miss Bugs, what's going on, Queen? What is going on? I'm going to tell you what's going on with my channel. MAGA has been reporting my channel. I kept getting messages yesterday. MAGA is saying that I am harassing them and bullying them. I don't understand how, because if you notice lately, I hadn't been reading the chats. I mean, the text, the comments. But today I have, because it's not many in there today. So I don't understand how I am bullying them and harassing them. They have been reporting my channel. So right now I'm being shadow banned. But I'm not going to stop coming on here. I'm going to keep coming on. And my faith is in God. And thank you for coming to my channel. Thank each and every last one of you beautiful queens and kings for coming to my channel. You are bad. You are appreciated. And I love y'all. I do. I have not met many of you all in my chat, but I love y'all because we're building a community. Just as VP Kamala Harris built a tribe of great, beautiful women of many colors, we're building a community over here, and I'm not going to give up. God did not give me this channel to just say, okay, MAGA, you won. I will never say MAGA won. I'm going to keep going. I'm holding strong. They need to just stay out of, if you don't like me, stay out of my chat. And they threatening things in there, and I don't even, you know what I mean? Fix it, Jesus. But I thank each and every last one of y'all. I'm going to get off here and eat something. I am about to starve. I'm going to cook me some salmon and some fried potatoes. That's what I got a taste for. In Arabia said, imagine that immigrants voting for Donald Trump and he's deporting them. It's sad. That bothers me that they voted for somebody that's going to kick them out of this country, the country that they love. I love you too, Vero. Thank you so much, Queen Miss Bug. Thank you, Queen Vero. Thank all of you beautiful kings and queens in my chat. I thank you. I value you. I'm going to get off of here so I can eat something, and then I start over tomorrow, and I'm going to try to get home in time so I can go live with y'all at 5 o'clock like I supposed to. I will see y'all tomorrow at 5. Please join me tomorrow at 5 p.m. I love you. Bye. God bless you all. Bye.